Hey guys, welcome back to EMT Made Easy. In this episode, I am going over CPR. So we are going over the NREMT version of CPR, not the American Heart Association version of CPR. Okay? And I am going to explain the steps of what I'm doing and why I'm doing them. Okay? If you have any questions after the video, leave a comment below or ask a question below. So the first thing you're going to do when you're on the scene for CPR, for the NREMT, is you're going to say BSI is my scene safe. By saying BSI, you're letting the proctor know that you have everything you need for this skill. Your gloves, goggles, whatever you need, right? And then you're also asking, is my scene safe? The proctor will say your scene is safe. The next thing you want to do is you want to ask if anybody saw what happened. Are there any bystanders? So you can ask it in the form of a question. So ask the proctor, did anybody see what happened? If nobody saw what happened, try to get a response from your patient. So you want to get next to your patient and you really want to tap them hard. So hey, sir, you okay? Do I get a response? So if you also want to, it's good to ask the proctor if you get a response. For this scenario, you're not going to get a response. At that moment, you want to call for additional resources. So call ALS or call additional EMS for backup. You can always cancel if you don't need to. And then you want to check for a pulse and check for breathing at the same time. When you check for a pulse, you want to check on the carotid artery. So get two fingers on the side of the patient, find the Adam's apple or the curvature, then go on the side. And right here, you'll feel for a pulse in a real person. And on a mannequin, you want to make sure you place your fingers correctly because you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. So make sure those fingers, these two fingers on the side of the patient. It's just the way we do it. So ask your proctor, or your instructors, if they want you to do it a different way, obviously. This is just the way that I teach my students. So when we're checking for a pulse and breathing, it's good to put your face next to the patient's face to feel for breathing and to hear for breathing, and also look down at the chest for chest rise and fall. So 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000. You want to count out loud. That way the proctor knows that you are checking between 5 to 10 seconds. When you get to 10 seconds, if the proctor doesn't say anything, it's okay to ask, is my patient breathing and do I have a pulse? If they don't have a pulse, start compressions. So you want to go ahead and get the palm of your hand or the heel of your hand, place it on the lower half of the chest right here on the sternum, and start CPR. Do not bend your elbows, do not go at an angle, just go straight up and down. Make sure that your shoulders are right above your hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to be doing CPR for about 5 cycles. After 5 cycles, the proctor then themselves or somebody else will come in with the AED to help you. Now this is where it changes in regards to the AHA way of doing CPR and the NREMT way of doing CPR. When the AED comes to you, this is a fancy little AED that I use sometimes for training. Usually in the AHA, you stop what you're doing and you do CPR. For this one, what happens for the NREMT, instead of, let me backtrack. For the AHA, what happens is the person that comes with the AED, they put the AED on for you, and you continue to do CPR. For the NREMT, you're the one that's going to put the AED on your patient. The reason for that is you're being assessed for CPR to see if you can actually perform adequate CPR, and also if you know how to operate an AED. So once that AED comes to you, you will tell the person that came with the AED to do CPR. So right now, whoever came with the AED, they're doing CPR, and now I'm in charge of applying the AED. The first thing you do when you get the AED is you want to turn it on. Then follow instructions. Also, follow the drawings on here. If you're not sure where to put the pads, these drawings will help you out. Top right, lower left, underneath the nipple, right here. Applying pads. That's the placement you want, right there. You want to sandwich the heart. The third step with the AED is you want to plug it in. Once it says that, clear the patient. Tell your partner to back off. Get off the patient. And just wait. Shock advised. Once it says that, go back and do CPR for a few seconds until it says stay clear. So now we're going to stay clear again because we're about to shock the patient. So before you shock the patient, say clear the patient, don't touch the patient, shocking the patient. Immediately go back to CPR. Do not wait for the AED. It just makes you look better and it's better for your patient overall. Some AEDs come with that tone, and if you stay on track with that tone, you'll be between 100 and 120 compressions per minute, which is what you want ideally. Now remember, when you're doing CPR, you're working with somebody else. What that means is that if your partner fails and you don't tell them to get back on track, that's your failure because this is your show. So make sure that if you see your partner slacking off, you put them back on track. That's it, guys. See you guys next time.